Margaret, can you take this down to Saw right away? Thanks.
Hey, Karen.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. I wondered when you were going to come say hello to me.
Well, I haven't had a free second yet. This place is like a madhouse here, huh? Here, Anthony needs your signature on those fabric orders.
Great.
So is it always this busy?
Oh, it's just the pre-show pandemonium. So I guess you and Kevin got a little more than you bargained for.
Well, we're really psyched about it. I don't know what we would have done if Anthony hadn't hired us.
So do you like him?
Well, after everything I heard, I wasn't quite sure, but he really surprised me.
Good. I'm glad. Listen, with the show right around the corner, we need all the teamwork that we can get.
Well, you can count on us.
Welcome aboard.
Hey, thanks a lot. I'll see you later.
You got a minute, boss?
Well, Connor, to what do I owe this dubious pleasure?
I've got some news for you.
Oh, are you here to sell the Forrester secrets to the competition?
I'm on the trail of something I thought you might be interested to know. It's about Brooke and Ridge.
Catch! Oh, you threw it bad. Here, catch again. Woo! Isn't this fun? I get to spend the afternoon with my wonderful little angel. Oh, gosh. Did you get wet from that? There. Let me take those off. There. Here.
Oh, it looks like you're all having so much fun.
Oh, yes, we're having a great time here.
It's so good to see children in the house again.
Oh, and they just love being here. Yes, soon. You know, it's just, I never hardly get to see them because when I get home from work, they're already sleeping.
I bet they miss you.
They do, and I miss them terribly, too.
You don't mind if I take them away for a while, huh? Cookies and milk?
Oh,
Come on,
I'm
let's
sure
go.
that they would just love that.
Cookies and milk. Come on, baby. Cookies and milk. Come on, darling, let's go.
And you can come back, okay?
Let's go have some cookies
1,
and
2,
milk.
3, jump.
Oh, come on, let's go.
I'll see you soon.
Vamos, huh?
Reg, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be working.
Supposed to be working.
So he had no intention of poisoning his lover?
He was killing a rat. This man is no murderer.
Well, given the circumstances, euthanasia was a definite possibility.
Yeah, but given what I know about this man, I should have ruled that out entirely.
But you didn't. Why?
Because I was too caught up in the poignancy of their relationship. I mean, this man is losing a loved one, and yes, I'm sure he's in an intense amount of pain, but I've handled cases like this before. I know the psychological dynamics of it.
There's nothing unusual here?
Nothing. Except...
What?
It's not important. The only strange thing is that he wouldn't fill out the next of kin part on his information sheet.
Well, maybe he doesn't have any.
No, I know his mother lives in Scotland.
And he wouldn't give you her address? What about his father?
Dead. I don't know why this surprises me. I mean, I know this man. I know he's a very private man.
And that was the reason he gave for withholding information? He was protecting his privacy?
He didn't really give me a reason.
Maybe you should get one. I've got to get back to the office. I have a patient, so I'll see you later.
Okay, thank you.
Dr. Forrester? Dr. Warwick is here.
Oh, thank you. Have you pulled his file?
Yes, but it's still missing some information.
I know. Look, his mother's name is Mary Warwick. She lives in Elgin, Scotland. Why don't you call International Information and get her address? Is there more to this, James? What is it about your mother, and why wouldn't you give me her address?
Ridge, what are you doing here? Why aren't you working?
I am.
Dressed like that?
Well, when in Rome.
This is no time to be slacking off, really.
Actually, I came to tell you something else. Unfortunately, it's not very good news.
What is it?
You know Dad's back in town.
And he hasn't finished his design.
No, this has nothing to do with the collection.
Well, then is it Sheila?
It has to do with Lauren Finmore and her husband, Scott.
What about them?
Scott died a few days ago. Dad was with him.
In Catalina?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, what happened?
Scott was sick, but nobody thought that he was dying.
That's just awful.
It happened so suddenly, nobody had a chance to do anything. They're all pretty shaken up about it.
Well, I'm sure they are.
I just thought I'd warn you in case Dad's not quite himself when you see him. Maybe you can go easy on him the next couple of days.
Ridge, the showing has to be ready whether we're prepared for it or not. I mean, and that's what I'm here to do.
Look, Logan, nobody works harder than you do. You work 110%. I know that.
Yes, I have to. It's my reputation at stake.
Well, that's another reason I'm here. I've got a little proposition for you and your reputation.
What is it?
Hey, Michael, Brett, Jerry, why don't you show Mrs. Forrester what I had in mind?
What is this?
Swimsuits for the men's line. Specially designed to boost your reputation.
Well, what is this? Do you have some news about Ridge and Brooke?
Ridge is doing a number on Brooke, and I think the whole clan's in on it.
A number? What sort of number?
Well, this whole let's be friends again routine of his, he wants to design the men's line. He's got a whole new attitude toward Brooke. At first, I thought he wanted her back, but I was just letting my jealousy cloud my judgment. He doesn't want her back. What is the most important thing in Ridge's life? His family. And what does his family want more than anything?
Control of Forrester Creations.
Exactly. He couldn't trick her out of the belief formula. So he's going to try and romance the company right out from underneath her. And he's got the backing of the whole family. I'm sure of it.
Sophia's dying. I mean, that's the truth, but I'm not. I've just begun to realize that. Our lives have been so intensely connected for all these years. I thought of her as being such an essential part of me, my very heart.
Well, you have a very incredible relationship.
I have to learn to live without it. And these sessions, they've made the difference. I'm very grateful for your help and your understanding. You're an exceptional psychiatrist, Taylor. More than that, you're a good person. I really feel as if you truly care about me.
I do, James.
It's a very rare quality, you know.
Can I ask you something?
Anything.
Well, I've been very hesitant to mention it, but it's been on my mind all afternoon.
What is it?
Well, I was very surprised by your reaction when I wanted you to fill out that insurance form. You were just so reticent to give me your mother's address. I'd like to know why. Why won't you tell me where your mother lives?
You know where she lives.
But you didn't give me the exact address.
Oh, that. I'm sorry, I overreacted.
James, is there something about your mother I should know?
It has nothing to do with my mother. It's to do with me. Since my father died, I've been her sole provider, her protector. She depends on me.
That's understandable. You are her only son.
She used to say to my father, Damon, what will happen to me when you're gone? This lad with his head crammed full of books. He's not strong enough to run the farm. She spent her life protecting me from my father's wrath. She couldn't imagine that I was capable of doing the same for her.
But you have.
It's taken a long time for our roles to change. She's an old woman now. She needs my strength. I owe her that much.
Well, I still don't know why you won't give me her address. Why are you evading me?
I told you before, Taylor, it's very simple. I just don't want to get her involved.
It's just an insurance form.
I can't let my mother know that I'm in therapy.
James, you're a psychiatrist. We both know that it's not taboo to be in analysis.
She's a farmer's wife in a tiny Scottish village. Therapy indeed still has its stigma there.
Well, she knows your field of expertise.
The prestige of psychiatry depends on which side of the desk you sit on. I can't worry her, Taylor. I'm her only security. The only assurance she has in this life is that I will take care of her always. I won't undermine that. I love her too much. I can't take the chance. I'm sorry. I have a duty to my mother, and that is more important to me than some insignificant next of kin form.
What makes you so sure that the Forresters are trying to get their company back?
Wouldn't you do the same thing in their position?
But you have a signed contract. Brooke owns 51% of Forrester.
Contracts can be changed. What was Brooke's motivation in taking a controlling interest?
I don't know. I guess she wanted them to pay for deceiving her.
No, she wanted Ridge to pay. Now, they think if she's presented with a choice between Ridge and the company, she'll choose Ridge.
It isn't really that simple, is it?
Well, obviously, the Forresters think it is.
I can understand your suspicions regarding Ridge, but what makes you think this is a family conspiracy?
I wasn't sure about that until I talked to Stephanie, and now it all makes sense.
You confronted Stephanie with this theory?
I went to talk to her and tell her about how cozy Brooke and Ridge were getting. Now, she should have gone ballistic, but she didn't even flinch.
Well, maybe she thought you were just blowing smoke.
The very thought of it should have sent her off. And then there's Taylor.
Oh, you confronted Taylor, too?
No, but I couldn't understand how she was managing to put up with Ridge's friendship with Brooke. The late hours, the dinners. She hasn't seen her husband in weeks.
Taylor is a very secure woman.
It's more than that. She's not worried about it. Why not?
If this is part of the plan to get Forrester back, then why would she be worried?
You see what I mean?
It is strange. I mean, the Forresters have spent years trying to keep Ridge and Brooke apart.
This whole new men's line should have sent this entire family off into the deep end. But as far as I know, nobody has a problem with it. There's only one explanation for that. The Forresters are comfortable with the way things are going because everything's going according to their plan.
I can't believe this. This is just great. Oh my God, look at this.
So, do you like it?
You did this all by yourself?
Hope you don't mind.
No, of course I don't mind. I think they're fabulous, Rich.
You like the fabric?
What is it?
Go ahead and touch it. I don't think you'll mind. It's breathable, lightweight stretch linen.
Believe treated.
First of its kind. Another Brooke Logan Forrester breakthrough. You are going to be the talk of the town after this showing.
No, we are going to be the talk of the town. Me and my fabulous head designer.
Now do you understand why I reacted the way I did?
I think so.
I came on too strong, I'm sorry, but when you asked for her address, alarms went off inside my head.
You know, James, the more I learn about you, the more impressed I am.
I could say the same of you. I'll see you next week, then.
I'm looking forward to it.
So am I.
Dr. Forrester? Hi.
Yes.
I tried to find that information that you wanted, but I couldn't find a listing for Mary Warwick.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'll contact the insurance company myself.
But the Elgin operator did have a listing for a Damon Warwick.
Damon? Are you sure that isn't Mrs. Damon Warwick?
Positive. Here's the address.
I don't know, Connor. I mean, Brooke is no fool. She would know if Ridge wasn't being sincere.
Well, he's not going to show his hand until he's got her turned inside out.
Okay, let's say the whole family is in on this plan. That doesn't mean that Ridge doesn't have real feelings for Brooke. And she has real feelings for him.
Has she said something to you?
No, she still insists that you're the only man in her life. But come on, we both know that isn't true.
I just wish that I knew for sure what was going on. I've got a very bad feeling about these two. I've got to get to the bottom of it, Karen. For Brooke's sake. And for our sake, too. I've got to.
The men's line is going to be a huge hit.
You can finally relax.
What do you mean?
Logan, you will have proven finally to the world that you have all the business savvy Eric Forrester ever had.
Ridge, this is my first line. It's going to take me years to get up to Eric's level.
Years? What about the kids? Don't you want to spend more time with them?
Well, yes, but what do they have to do with this?
What would you think of taking over the men's line and letting Dad deal with the couture? And you and I could focus completely on our new project, build our success from step one.
Wait a minute. You're asking me to give up control of Forrester. Ridge, is that what this is about? You came in to help me design the men's line so that I would give up all my stock? Is this a trick?
You think I would really do that to you?
Could you?
No.
Well, then why are you spending all this time with me, Ridge? Why are you being so nice? It's almost like you really do care.
I do, Logan.
Don't say that unless you mean it, Ridge. I just couldn't handle that.
I do mean it. I care for you very much. I never meant to hurt you.
You know, when your family deceived me the way they did, it was almost like somebody was just ripping my heart out of my chest.
I know, Logan, and I'm sorry for everything that happened back then.
But now it's just kind of... it's different with you, talking to you this way. It's like...
It's like what?
It's like my heart is... My heart is... God, what am I trying to say?
It's okay, Logan. You're telling me what I want to hear, what I need to hear. Listen to me. Don't ever feel like you've got to put on a facade for me. We're a team. With Bridget, we're always going to be a team. If you ever believe anything I say, please believe that.
I want to, Ridge. I really want to believe you.